y'all ever heard of an actor or actress named is it Zazie Beetz?
Never
Is that
until
right, Blabs?
yesterday.
Is how you say their name? Zazie
Never
Beetz?
until I have no idea. I've
Zazie?
never heard of this woman.
She's in Deadpool too.
Oh, that's why she looks familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was also in she was in Joker as well, wasn't she? Yeah. She was in Joker.
Well, there she is.
She played the neighbor / you thought he was in a relationship with her.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Neighbor Sophie in the psychological thriller Joker. Well, she has refused a modern Western thought process. And this may be one of the worst things to reject a half court. As actress Zazie Beetz has rejected the quote American concept of showers.
Wow.
She's a grotty bitch.
Fucking degenerate.
Stating she doesn't shower often. Quote, I actually think Americans shower too much. I like to cat wash. I do my face, my armpits, and my intimates. So here she is in all of her glory, her stinky ass glory. Is this a normal thought process here, ladies?
No.
Disgusting.
She's a stinky bitch. That's why I wrote stinky bitch in the document for her.
Oh,
She's
okay.
grotty and
No.
stinky.
I bet she stinks.
Yeah?
Yeah.
If she
I
doesn't
bet
wash,
she stinks.
if you don't think your arms and legs and your back don't sweat,
You know
after,
what?
you're like, eh.
Maybe we need to bring social distancing back because I do not want to deal with being around somebody like that. You know what? 6 feet. You know what? I'm suddenly on board with it.
But I mean, does anyone tell her she stinks?
No,
Probably
wasn't there that
Well,
rumor
no.
about like Cameron Diaz who never wore deodorant? Apparently she stunk on sets. Do you guys remember that in the early 2000s?
Yeah.
So like I feel like no one's telling these people that they stink because they're having such a big high pedestal that like you can't possibly talk badly to them. You must agree with everything
No
they
way.
said.
I'd be like, girl, you stank.
You grotty hoe.
You stank.
Meg, can we make a promise next week that if somebody stinks, you go up to them and you say that exact same thing?
Yes.
You
I will be
stank.
like, hey, you stank. There's a shower.
There ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
Use it with some soap,
Because
not
it's
water.
soap. Well,
Not
we do
just
actually. Speaking of soap, I think we have an illustration actually of her doing her showering here. That's her right there. Gross.
Ew.
Olive.
Just disgusting. And we also have a monkey of all things approaching her here. I don't know if you guys have seen. This is breaking news footage of a monkey approaching her in the wild here after sniffing her butt and then throwing up immediately afterwards.
Throwing up. Ew. What? No.
Listen, if you're making a monkey throw up,
Yeah, exactly. Like, could you imagine seeing this video of yourself go viral of a monkey sniffing your butt and then going to vomit after? That should tell you a lot about yourself and your ass because it smells like swamp. Wash
Swamp
it.
ass.
what are we doing with this show, Blabs? What are we doing?
Listen.
Swamp ass.
Hang on. I can help. I make it better. Watch.
Oh no.
Look, it's Meg. I'm gonna mute this just in case. But look, guys, it's you, but it's not you. Ha! You're doing some chicken dance. Ta-da! There you go, pivoting. Oh no, it's not the music. Anyway,
That is so weird.
Well, no. Hold on. I want to stay on the swamp butt thing going on.
yeah,
here.
go on. I was
Yep.
trying to help.
So there was a show on Sci-Fi where this guy.
Called Swamp Ass.
Listen. The Fundathon's coming up next week, and I can promise you this is not something that's going to happen on the show, right? But what they did on this show was they put this guy in a dark room, and they had him go down the line and smell and try to identify what certain things were. And in doing so, he encountered the human ass.
That smells like ass.
This is on the Sci-Fi Network. I just want to point that out.
I don't know if it's just me, but I'd rather deal with fear factor and being like, I don't know, trapped in a coffin with 800 spiders than having to smell disgusting scents.
Oh my god.
It's
Fair.
nasty. I'd rather deal with the spiders.
We
You
need
would
that
know.
clipped.
You would
Smells
know.
like ass.
What is okay? Here's a question that will ultimately make people really upset, or at least totally change their perception of you. What's the longest you've gone without showering?
Probably like 24 hours.
Really? You've lived a pretty sheltered life,
Yeah, I've always made a point to shower.
but you never like just been on the go and like it's been a couple days. No.
No, I make
Really?
time for self-care and hygiene, buddy.
Well,
You're
I mean,
gross.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like you're
Blabs the
traveling.
normal man here.
No,
Yeah,
it's
dude,
like-
what the fuck? You grotty bitch, Craig?
No,
what the
no,
hell?
Blabs, you've never, I don't know, like been traveling or whatever, or you just can't get to a shower for like 2 days or 3 or something like. I
Okay,
don't
so
know.
maybe it would be like if I was traveling, there was 2 times I had to do 13-hour back-to-back, but I like cleansed myself completely with baby wipes and everything. So it was some sort of cleaning up.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, I just never was so busy I didn't shower.
You have to be
you
real
just said
busy for that
before.
to be the case.
Yeah, what the hell, man?
It's
Ew.
funny because we actually have an Blabs as
Ew,
well.
that is weird. That is so weird. We have an HR meeting later, buddy. This is weird.
Well, I'm just saying that whatever.
Yeah, move on, pivot.
No. Well, okay, chat. Listen, I think the chat is going to have a much different answer for this, right? Because I know that our audience is generally men, and I think that men will sometimes go maybe a couple, 2, 3, 4 days without showering, because they just don't get around to it. I know that sounds crazy. You just don't get around
Maidenless
to it.
behavior.
That's what it sounds
No.
like, Craig. You are a maidenless behavior.
My husband
Karate.
is like, if he does not shower, he has a panic attack.
Has he ever been like this has been pointed out? Like, you ever been camping before?
Well, right. I understand like going hunting
Yeah.
or camping. I feel like that's different
It's an
than like
exception. Also, you try to
like
clean
in your
yourself.
house, just like doing your daily activities.
Yes.
Like it's very different.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There has to be exceptions, though.
I've
right?
never gone
Yeah.
camping.
So
that
are you
doesn't apply to
saying
me.
like you're choosing not to shower, or there are things that are prohibiting you from taking a shower?
You are being
Is-
prohibited from taking a shower.
That's
Okay.
not what you originally said, though.
Yeah,
you were
I
literally
think-
like,
I
like,
think
we're
the
going
question-
back there. You were literally
Oh.
saying, "Oh, you're just so busy." You said that.
Yeah, I think the question should center around:
The
have you
question
ever
was-
chosen not to shower?
There you go.
The question was very simply, what's the longest you've been without taking a shower? There are no
think we need a
guidelines or
poll.
guardrails, just saying, whatever. But
Because there
yeah.
are people that choose not to
I
shower.
actually have a story about that. I once had a crazy roommate for 1 semester. Then she dipped and moved out because she was unhinged as hell. But she would not shower. Oh, yeah. I was like, thank God, get the fuck out. She would not shower for like days on end, and she wouldn't do the dishes, like super grotty bitch. And you know me, I'm very clean. I'm like, this is the worst thing ever. And then I'd be like, aren't you gonna shower? It's been like a couple of days. And she'd be like, no. And it would be a Sunday. And she's like, it's God's day, so no. And I'm like, you're not. Isn't that the one day you should be really clean because it's the Sunday and you go to church and all that stuff? Yeah, she was whoo-hoo. Yeah.
I
Well, look.
actually read this "Am I the A-hole" on Reddit recently, where this girl had a friend. She's like, she's a really good friend, but she just stinks. And am I the a-hole for telling her that she stinks? And it ended
No.
up being like really good. The girl's like, I had no idea. I was thrifting clothes and they smelled bad.
Well, look,
Ooh, brother. Ooh.
But ew, what's that? Brother.
well, chat, let us know what's the longest you've ever been without showering. Just curious. We're growing. We're growing. Grow with us. Hit that subscribe button. Don't make it weird. Not like that. That's weird.